This is Bisa Abrewa.
Okay, so this is called Bisa Abrewa Museum, and you say Bisa means ask, and Abrewa means old lady. You should ask the old lady. And the reason we are saying you should ask the old lady is because we believe we are the custodians of our history. Back in the days, if anything is bothering you, they will tell you to go and ask the old lady. So we are saying Bisa Abrewa, ask the old lady. So that's the name of the museum. Okay. And here we tell African history, and we also celebrate African legends. Yes, whether dead or alive, we celebrate them. So what happened during colonization, after colonization, before, and slave trade and everything. So we tell African story, we go Africa. We also celebrate African legends, history. And this setup that we see here is what back in the days how our grandmothers used to tell us stories.
Okay.
Because that time there was nothing like television for us to watch or entertain ourselves. Telephones were not available, social media were not available. So we were using this thing to entertain ourselves. So in the evening around 6-7, all of us will gather with the grandmother. And then she tells us stories, inspirational stories. Sometimes she uses her own life experience to advise us. So what she did and it didn't help her, she don't want us to also repeat it. So she advised us to not go near those things. Yes. So we call it by the fireside. But now in Ghana here and some parts of Africa, we need our grandmother's riches. Yes. Riches. Yeah. And they even have a camp. In Ghana they have a camp that they send them. And this is not good. Because one day you all be old. With the grandmothers and grandfathers. And if someone or our kids doing this to us, you won't be happy. No. So Bisa Abrewa is telling us that we put a stop to it. Because when we go closer to these people, they hand over a lot of information to us. And this is our traditional hope, how we are building our houses back in the days. And this building is called African Indigenous Building. But this particular one is called Ashanti's Indigenous Building because of the symbols. So these symbols on the building called Ejinkwa symbols. Yes. So please, that's the bedroom. We have the bedroom here. And then the living room, and then we have a kitchen here. So we are building our houses. we are building our houses using clay or mud. Okay. Yes. So this is the bed. So the bed they were sleeping on back in the days. So the kids, for this one's for the older ones, so the kids were sleeping on the mats. Okay. Yes. And then back in the days, you go to someone's room and you see a cloth like this. It means the person is a warrior who has won a battle before. Okay. So that's the war attire. Yes. War attire. Yes, please. When they are going for a war, what they put on. And here's the pots that we store our water in back in the days. Yes. So when you put water inside, it becomes very cold as if you're putting it in the refrigerator. Yes. Yeah. And then we're using this as a syringe or let's say enema bulb. Because back in the days there was nothing like hospital. So when we were sick, your mother would go to the back of the house and get some herbs. We were curing ourselves with the herbs. Yes, back in the days. So they, after mixing the herbs or the concoction with water, they cut here and then pour it into this container and then put it in your bottles. Yes. Okay. And for some minutes they will shake you for some minutes. You'll be fine. Okay. Yes. And that's our lamp, our local lamp, what we were using as our light back in the day before we got these bulbs and others.
So yes. What would be on the inside?
So they'll put kerosene. Okay. Or back before kerosene, they'll put palm kernel in it, and then they'll put small cloth in it. Then they light the matches. But before they got matches, they were using stone. So they put them together like this. They crash them, and then the fire will come. And they use it. Yes. and that's our living room. So before the plastic chairs, the sofas and others, we're using these chairs.
Okay.
They are called stools. Yes. So in your fancy or in our local language, you call it asesegwa.
I can say that. Say it again.
Asesegwa.
Asesegwa.
Yeah, you are right. Okay, so you're going to our kitchen. That's our traditional kitchen. Yes. And then we have some of the coolers here for the kitchen. Yes. And then this one, when it grows bigger, it becomes like this or this. So with this, we're storing our palm wine inside back in the days, or honey. And this one we're using to drink most of our beverages. In Ghana here, we have a lot of them: sobolo, asana, and that's our local beverages.
Pito.
Yeah, pito.
I ain't never had none of the local beverages yet, have I?
You can try some. And then we have our grinding stone here. So before we go blender, we were using this one, whether this or this, the earthenware bowl. So we were using this to grind our pepper, tomatoes, and others. Yes. And then with this pot, we were using it to fetch water. Go and fetch the water and pour it into the cooler. So we don't store the water in this one, but we store it in this one.
And that keep it cold.
And that's we have a Swiss stove here. In fancy, you call it imbuchia. Imbuchia, yes. And then we have our firewood here, and this pot we use it to cook. Yes. And then we have our local silo, what we store our harvested corn on. Yes. Because back in the days, they were going to farm almost every day, so we didn't have much time to.
But that's only 400 years old, 500 years old.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
So when they put it under the sun, the goats and the goat, sheep and that animal, they will chew it. Okay. So they put it on a local silo like this, so that the heat and then the smoke from the fire will prevent it from spoiling and also make it very hard.
Okay.
Yes. And then we have our mortar and pestle, what we use to pound fufu. Have you tried fufu before?
I've pounded it.
Yes, so they use the mortar and then the pestle to pound. Yes.
Yes. I found fufu before.
Okay. There was a war between the British and the Ashantis. And these Ashantis, they have the golden stool, which was conjured from the sky by a fetish priest, a powerful fetish priest called Okonfanochi. He was the one who conjured the golden stool from the sky. And when he conjured the golden stool, he told the Ashantis to protect the golden stool with their life, because it's a symbol of their unity and power. When they lose the golden stool, they lose their kingdom. So when the British wanted to take their golden stool away, this woman gathered about 5,000 armies and they went to fight with the British. But it got to a time, this woman realized the Ashantis were losing because they were fighting with sticks, stones and others. And that time, these guns were available. Gunpowders and others were available. But the British can use one bomb to kill all of them. So this woman brought the idea of making a fake golden stool. And that time, gold was abundant in Ghana here. So they made a fake golden stool, like the stool in the living room. They make a fake golden stool and gave it to the British. So that's what ended the war. And that war is called Sir Garnet Wilson War. You know, so the last one is called Yasantiwa War. So there's a Garnet Wilson War. Most of the time in Ghana here, we call it Sir Garnet War.
Yeah, so I was not confused.
So we are celebrating this woman here for her bravery and also her ideas.
Yeah. I just watched the movie not too long ago before I came here, and it was about a African woman. She was running her army and stuff, and it's supposed to be a true
Is this woman?
It's probably, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, this is probably the woman. She was tough, man. She was tough.
Then we have another warrior here who was also a giant. That's Asebwa Memfi. Yes. So as Naya Santua was fighting for the Ashanti people, those in Kumasi, this man was fighting for the Fantis, those in Cape Coast, the Western.
Okay.
So this man was a giant who migrated from Egypt, settled in Ghana here. He founded the town called Asebu, yes, in Central region.
I know Asebu. That's the first place I spent the night when I came to Africa. Okay. Was in Asebu.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he was a giant, as I said. So And with these lions in front of our museum, stands for the strength of our ancestors. So most of the times you'll be thinking that, is it because our ancestors, or is it because our great grandmothers, great grandfathers and others were weak? That's why the Westerners came to take everything from them, and they sent them to abroad to be slaves and others. But
that's me. That's me. That's me. I'm the one they sent.
You are. Okay.
I'm the one they sent.
But it wasn't true, because we had these people here. Naya Santo, when she was going for the war, she was in her early 60s.
What do you mean it's not true?
I mean, they were very strong.
They didn't send them to America, the Caribbean, Brazil.
I'm not talking about you.
Huh?
I'm talking about them, yes. So they were never rich. They were very strong. And talking about Naya Santo, when she was going for the war, she was in her early 60s. So you can imagine how strong Africans were, or blacks, how we were. And we also had Asegwa Menfi here in Central region. And then we had these people here. That's the Sandema warriors. They were also in the northern part of Ghana.
Okay.
Yes, so they were also fighting for those in the northern region, the Sandema warriors. And these people, they say, we do prepare to conquer. They are always ready to conquer. These Sandema warriors. They were very strong. And because of these people, slavery couldn't enter into the northern part of Ghana. And when the Westerners came to capture the slaves, those that they enslaved from the Western region, especially Sandema, they were very few. Because of these people, they had the power that they used to fight. You shoot them, they won't die. They can even cut their own hand and place it back for you to see. And because of that, the Europeans got scared and they couldn't penetrate into the northern part of Ghana. Yes. So these people, so we are celebrating them for protecting their people.
Okay.
The Sandema warriors, the brave Sandema warriors. Yes.
And they the northern people.
Yes, they are the northern people. Yes. So they stand for the strength of Africa. Yes. So we were very strong. We were not naive. Just that we welcome everybody. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's what we was naive.
We were not naive.
We came to visit Bisa Abrewa Museum. This is a private museum in Takoradi. But then pictures are not allowed to be taken inside. But Mr. Ralph went through the museum and he was told everything about it, right?
Yes, my experience on the inside, it was very educational, and they was not only covering black people of Ghana, they was covering black people all over the place. There's so many American blacks in there and stuff, and the things they did and what they contribute to the betterment of ending the slavery thing program that was going on and stuff. They got John F. Kennedy's in there, Tuckman is in there, all our black leaders, Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, everything is in there. They keep track of us just like we try to keep track of them, of what's going on and what they're doing and stuff. I wish we would have been allowed to take pictures, because it's 3 floors of activities, of pictures of famous people that did great things, especially to fight against the slavery ordeal of the situation. All them people's in there. And I hope you guys enjoy this video and continue to watch and learn the history and getting your facts and evidence and proof about stuff, so we can make them do away with this craziness. What they tell us, we got evidence. We got evidence of what has transpired, and it's time for us to stand up and start talking about proof and evidence about situations and things that's going on in this world, you know. Because if you don't have no proof and you don't have no evidence, let's not talk about them things. Y'all have a great day and enjoy watching the video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and share with your family members and friends. And also remember to go in the description box, click on the link, and go to the our Etsy store shop and start helping buying some of the stuff to help support, so we can continue to go on throughout Africa showing you historical sites and stuff. We need your help, so help us help you. Thank you.